Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Logitech Play to Win series, the Valorant quarterly tournament. And today is the day we are here for the grand finals. It is going to be Union Gaming taking on WG New Order, the game that we have all been waiting to, the matchup that we've all been expecting between these two teams. And it's a BO3 and it's going to be absolutely insane. And of course, joining me for the cast is someone that you all know by now. It's going to be Might. Hi, Might. What's up? Are you excited for the match?
Hello, Tara, and oh my God, I can't. I'm speechless. Okay, this is the match that we all want to see. This
Yeah.
is the match that is. This is the match to just show which team is the number one team in the country right now, and it's going to be a huge showdown here, best of three, grand finals of the division, and I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, we did have a lot of action this. I was here with you, especially with this quarterly tournament. We have had so much of action, so many upsets, and so many highlights. Like 40 round games. We had Team Neeks, who was considered one of the better teams, not making their way into Division A, and
Hmm.
then now in Division A itself, we had Masters, who was considered among the top, not making their way into semifinals. And we had Revolutionary Gamers, who went through a massive roster shuffle, going up against New Order and even taking a map off of them in Icebox as well. So, and then on the other side, we had Union Gaming going through another roster shuffle this time around. Going very strong, taking out Team IWNL, then taking on Mistwalkers in quick 2-0 fashions, and then making their way into the grand final. So it's definitely going to be interesting because we haven't seen this other than Team New Order, which has had the roster for the same roster for the last 2 months. We haven't seen a lot of changes from them. But Union Gaming has gone through multiple roster shuffles coming into this tournament. And then yesterday we had the third place match where Revolutionary Gamers went up against Mistwalkers, and here again, I feel like Revolutionary Gamers might have been considered favorites because they were able to take a map off against New
Hmm.
Order, but they were playing in Mistwalkers' playground. It was the Haven map pick, and it was a BO1, everything on the line, and Mistwalkers just outperformed Revolutionary Gamers and took what it was a 13-5 in the end, if I'm not mistaken, and we were able to claim that third place victory. So today, we can take a look at the rosters right now. We'll have it on screen. So on the side of Union Gaming, I told you all that this team went through multiple roster shuffles, but the three pillar stones still stand strong. It's going to be Roach, Benji, and Defiance, or KUSCF, who from Union Gaming has been the pillar stones of the team. But the additions are it's Soul River, Defiance's brother coming into the team, Soul River, and Deadshot and Jazz. Deadshot was actually there in the previous iteration of the team, but Jazz is the new addition. And today, I think from what I've seen in the lobby, we have Deadshot coming in instead of Jazz. Jazz is the one who played the semifinals, but today we have Deadshot coming into the fold instead of Jazz. So this is going to be an interesting team composition because I haven't seen Deadshot and Soul River both playing together. And again, it is a roster shuffle from Union Gaming. Even though you have these three players who have been together for the longest time, you obviously this is a 5v5 game, so you do need these two players to sync
Hmm.
with the rest
Hmm.
of the team as well. And now we do have New Order. This is a team that everyone has had an eye out for. I mean, they have been performing absolutely crazy. We have Scrim, probably the best jet player in the country, one of the best oppers. I would go far as to say he is the best opper in the country right now, and probably the best jet player as well. And then you have the likes of Lino, and then I think Vision is Genshi here, and then you have Kapumba and Crumbs here, or Vibu, the Crumbs best race player hands down. I think there is not even an argument at this point anymore. Hands down, the best race player out there in the country. And then you have their substitute, which we haven't seen because these five players, Scream, Lino, Vision, Kapumba, and Crumbs, has been together and has not required the sub to come in, but we have Jopi coming in as their substitute as well. So those are the two teams, might. And like I said, what are your thoughts? Who are you favoring right now when you look at the two rosters?
Again, that is an interesting question to answer as well because I mean, we know how mechanically gifted the side of Union Gaming are, right? You
Yeah,
have likes of Roach, you have likes of Deadshot. I mean, we know how good Deadshot is.
yeah,
But again, but from a pure aggressive perspective, New Order definitely has the upper hand when it
Okay.
comes to this best of three. But then
Mhm.
again, I cannot predict the team. This is very much how you are going to show up today. It's
Yeah.
going to it's purely going to be how you are going to use your team compositions, how you are going to outplay your opponents, and pure just. Like, the thing is this, like, we know both these teams are very highly mechanically skilled, so it will come down to how these two teams are going to work alongside their team play, and how they are going to use those compositions to outsmart each other.
True, and so you are favoring New Order right now. I'm going to go the other way with Union Gaming here, just because of the experience that, like I said, Roach, Defiance, and Benji has. I mean, there's so much of experience in the competitive scene coming in from CS:GO and then coming into Valorant. There's so much of experience, so I'm going to lean towards Union Gaming because of the experience that they're coming in with. Because when it's a pressure situation like a grand finals in a BO3, that experience is going to matter a lot. And now we do have the winner on screen here. So we do have Split being banned out by Union Gaming. I mean, we know how
Understand? I mean,
destructive.
that band makes sense. New Order is just
Yeah,
too strong on Split.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. They have not dropped a game on Split, and you cannot contest New Order on Split. So
Mm,
100% banned there, and then Breeze being banned out by New Order again. A map that Union Gaming has been favoring as of late, and they are really good on the map as well. And they have another team in their roster or Union Gaming side where they can practice Breeze with. It was a team Nix, which we saw in Division B, who are also really strong on Breeze. So they have, I think,
mm,
Breeze under lock, and New Order reading this
mm,
perfectly has
mm,
banned it out. Ascent pick from Union Gaming is a bit of a doozy here because this was not one of their picks previous. If you take one of their previous roster iterations, but they have gone with Ascent here, and this is not a map that I
mm,
have
mm,
seen a lot
mm,
from New Order on. And then Bind, we know how good New Order is on Bind. This is like another split for them. I feel like Bind is, and I think especially Crumbs and Scrim on Bind is very destructive. I mean, these two players
mm,
on
mm,
Bind
mm.
loves to go aggro here, and the entries into site up, flawless execution from them. So I feel like obviously Bind, I feel like that will go towards them. And then the third map, Haven. This is a map I feel like is more of Union Gaming favored. So looking at the veto, I still will go with Union Gaming here. I feel like it is going to be a 2-1 grand finals here, favoring Union Gaming just because of the map picks. Nothing else,
Mm,
just because of the
mm,
map picks. Because I feel like Bind, of course, I don't
mm,
think Union
mm,
Gaming will stand a chance. I feel like New
mm.
Order so good on Bind, just like Spit. It is their playground. You do not contest New Order on Bind.
Yeah, especially on the thing with Ascent is that New Order will be starting on defense, right?
Yeah,
And the, I think Ascent here, if New Order is able to get Ascent, if they're able to close out Ascent, pretty sure this will be a 2-0, because
yeah.
Bind is pretty much their home ground. If though Union Gaming will get Ascent, then I think we will be able to see a map 3. uh, I think the biggest battle there remains here on a set, which is an interesting thing. Like, you usually see the third map being the most intense map in a best of three,
Yeah,
but we have the first map here. But this is the most crucial map because both these teams are dark horses on this map, right? And I want to see whether they're going to stick to their usual comms, double duelist. I, again, I mean, we know you how much New Order loves having that double control setup. I want to see how they are going to utilize that on Ascent. Are they going to go with Viper and Astra? Are they going to go with an Brimstone and Astra, which is again a very powerful composition on maps like Bind, which you can smoke off a lot of areas, and that gives you so much side control. But again,
that yeah.
if Union Gaming are able to take pull apart the defensive side of New Order on Ascent, I think this will be a 2-1 victory to them. But right now, I have my bets on New Order going this for a 2-0.
Okay, so that's. I mean, I completely agree. I mean, if New Order can win Ascent, I also feel like it will be a 2-0 because I feel like Union Gaming does not have an answer on Bind for New Order. But I think the reason for Union Gaming to go with Ascent also is that we haven't seen a lot of New Order on Ascent, and I feel like they might have a chance here because Union Gaming, they are a team that can adopt, like I said, a lot of experience coming in from their side. They are a team that can adapt, and I think this is the reason that they have gone with Ascent to make a New Order uncomfortable because this is not a map that they have favored ever in any of the vetoes. New Order has not gone with Ascent even once, and it has always been a pick that a lot of other teams have picked up against them. and that is saying a lot here. And Union Gaming, being who they are, having been playing this game since its inception, has sent lockdown. So if they can, and like you said, it is a very heavily defense favored map. If they can break apart the defense in this first half, if they can get a positive scoreline on their attack, I feel like Union Gaming will get this 2-1 victory in this grand finals. But if they fall apart on their attack, if New Order gets a running start, if they give them that momentum, I feel like this can all fall apart for Union Gaming. But with that, we can go into the agent select here. We will see who these players are going to be picking. Let's have a look. So we have Benji picking up that Sentinel here. It is
Benji,
going
yeah,
to
Benji is
be,
obviously gonna go for the kill. Okay.
yeah, Killjoy. We have seen him on
Ooh,
Cypher, but
interesting. A KO pick.
oh yeah, so you missed quite a bit, by the way. Defiance has been on KO for the last so many matches now. He is a KO
Oh,
main right now.
oh,
And then,
oh, oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
standard lineup coming on the side of New Order. We have Scrim on his signature jet. We have only wait. Okay, so Crumbs actually does play Killjoy on Ascent, so there's no surprise here. Then Lino on that Initiator Sky, and then Genshi on the Sova. Again, no surprise there. Kapumba on the Astra. Again, no surprises here in terms of picks, I feel like. And then what I
Gun
really
here.
love to see here is Roach on the Reyna, and especially on Ascent. A couple of days back, I saw you didn't get to play Ascent, and Roach was very destructive. Especially he likes controlling this mid area, and he will play for this mid control almost every round, and he's very destructive here.
And that is something that we constantly talk about when we talk about Ascent, right? It's how important the mid is, because taking that map control, especially up in that market area, gives you all the control of all the rotations. So the team which has control in the mid round of market almost usually wins the round. I mean, Deadshot gonna go for the initial peek outside of B lobby here. Doesn't see anything. The turret's gonna get taken down. It's an interesting angle there, right from spawn,
Yeah.
taking out the turret on top. Fights up
And
in
look
mid,
at
doesn't see anything,
how
spams through
Union
the
Gaming is
smoke.
playing. They are playing for that mid control every round. This is exactly what they will
Like
do
all
on
five
Ascent.
players just stacked up here in mid. Yeah, I mean, Deadshot. They're not going into marker. They're just waiting up in this mid area, waiting for this fighting at Archers. Deadshot spots the player. Scream escapes. Scream again. Fragment invested there. They're probably going to initiate off of this into the marker. Deadshot spots Scream, but the shots don't land as the Gaila doesn't get a lot of information. The 0 point is huge. It completely stops Scream from his push. And they are probably going to be able to get into the site here. CT.
This is almost full side control, but there is Crumbs will get taken out. Genshi, good for two. Where did he come out from? Was that through? Wait, what? What is through Swan? I think it was. He
He
peeked
was from
through.
spawn. He was right in spawn and he just took 2 kills off of that.
He peeked out of the
Oh
smoke. He
my
pushed the
God,
smoke
that is
off
just crazy.
Kapumbas.
But again, they have side control. I
3v3 here. Benji swings, but he gets taken out. But Benji goes for the kill on Deadshot
Three
as
players
well.
gonna get taken down. It's down to a 1v3 on site. Yeah.
It's a clean
Yeah,
up,
it's-
clean up.
that
Lino
is-
and
the first
crew
round goes
cleans
for
it up.
Side on New Order. Just yeah. Again, what happened there? What happened there was that New Order. All of them just decided to push in together. All three players just stood up and they all ran into the side together for the retake, and that worked out really well for them. Especially since the side of Union Gaming, they were scattered throughout the site, and that was not the best way to play the post plant.
Yeah. For sure, and with that we are going in for the buy round on the side of New Order here. It's just going to be Lino on Ghost. The rest of them are going to be buying up into Spectre. Actually, Lino also buys up, and we do see a Marshall coming out in the hands of Deadshot. Actually, he does go for this. He'll probably be saving the next round as well, because he will be looking to go for an early operator maybe. Meanwhile, Crumbs.
Benji with the first fight, Crops with the classic actually gets Benji. The Soul River's gonna push, but he's gonna get taken down there by Genshi. That's a huge pick. The red shot gonna be spotted there by the guiding light from the sky as Genshi is gonna clear out a whole lot of area. Look at the amount of map control taken purely by a single owl zone. From is gonna run into the
One
smoke,
enemy
get the
remaining.
kill on Deadshot. This
takes
man's
down
a
Roach
madman.
as well.
Scream gets a kill and Scream with 2.
Yeah, Scrim getting
I
through
mean,
on the
that was
round
pretty
one
much
on the previous
expected. Yeah.
round. Yeah, as expected, they will take that buy round. But now this is the buy round coming out from the side of Union Gaming. It is going to be just Defiance going in for a Bulldog. Yeah, I think he bought for Deadshot because Deadshot bought into a Marshall the previous round, so he did not have money for a Vandal. But Defiance here giving Deadshot that rifle and picking out the Bulldog for himself. But not a full buy. We have a couple of half shields here. One Bulldog on the side of Union Gaming, but it is going to be another mid push coming out from them. We already see Roach playing on a catwalk here. Deadshot peeking through B tiles. But now the move into B main here by the looks of it. They are going to get some information here with the recon dart. Spots out two. And they are going to swing and
Crumbs
takes
is
out
gonna get
Crumbs.
overwhelmed.
That's
Yeah.
Genshi left alone here. They are dashing into side. They haven't seen Genshi yet. Now they've seen Genshi takes out one.
Oh,
Genshi takes out
Genshi!
two.
Genshi
Now the
gets
fight
two!
alone Soul River with the trade though. But Genshi, the damage has been done. The spike will go down. But they are already going to be so happy. How many picks can they get onto UG before they are able to close out the round? This is already a really good round coming out from New Order here. Let's see what they are going to do. They are going to be pushing through the main here, but Roach is standing outside of
Roach
B
wants to
here.
push
He
the
will
smoke.
be able
He
to
wants
push
to push the
back.
Nebula. Doesn't decide.
What a
Scream actually
speed
gets
there.
one. The gravity will perfectly
player
placed there for that kill.
standing. One enemy
Lino's gonna
remaining.
get one. He's in a 1v1 with Roach. Roach has a Vandal, but again, this is not the best of positions. They've taken out 4 players. Roach in a 1v1. Gonna go for the spam through the wall. Doesn't get it. He's gonna try to stick it. Lino's almost a madman. He almost tried to stick it, but he gets taken down there by Roach as the spike goes out, and that's gonna be the first struggle for the side of Union Gaming. But 4 players lost in that attack round.
I mean, the
Just
damage has been
so
done
much
like
damage.
so much damage. Eco in
That's
shambles right now for Union Gaming. New Order, of course, that was their bonus. They are going to be able to buy up. Crumbs is going to be on a half shield though, but the rest of them are going to be fully stacked up here, and they are going to be really happy with that round coming out. Again, a reminder, guys, the number of rounds Union Gaming get, as long as they make it a 7-5 or even an 8-4, I think they are okay. They are going to be happy with this, especially on attack on percent. So this is going to be about how many rounds UG can score off of New Order during the attack here.
I like what Scrim's doing. Scrim's is taking aim and control, and realizing that taking control of aim and is going to give them enough information of that this is probably going to be a bit of a push. Genshi is gonna take out the turret immediately as the turret spots him from spawn. Oh, okay, that's out bonus. It catches out Deadshot and Roach. Yeah, it does catch out Deadshot and Roach. Genshi is gonna go for jump spot in spawn.
The spam from Deadshot not really catching out Genshi there, but again, no real movements being made by Union Gaming here. They have gained
that's a
some
huge
sort of
recon
control over mid. They have market control by now. Roach has moved in. The Lear goes out trying to push him. Genshi will get taken down. Roach is going to be good for the kill with the bang through the wall here. And now they are pushing into the side. It is going to be Crumbs holding it up. With the spam onto Roach through the smoke. Will clean him up and makes it a 4v4 now. Can they make this happen? If Union Gaming can win this, this is going to be really good. The Astral Divide has gone out, blocking out majority of the site, and they have complete control over it. It's going to be a 4v4 for the retake.
Look at the ultimate. New Order. Crumbs. He has the lockdown, and the lockdown can
has
come huge.
pushed
He's
out.
gonna push the regular. Doesn't spot the player is outside him, but Lino is there with the tray. As he gives down Deadshot, it's down to a 4v3.
Oh,
Benji can take down Lino. It's down to a 3v3. Soul River instas doesn't see anything. Benji. Crumbs invests the lockdown. That's gonna be the players inside. They're gonna be forced to take this fight. The spam coming from Scream, not able to get the kill. Crumbs taken down by Goof. Oh my god, Ekapuma gets one, Ekapuma gets two. The final play inside again, Astro B.
He's detained.
One player detained here in back of side. He's in boathouse. Ekapuma has quick in his face. He gets the pick. Does he have no time to defuse? He does not. Oh no. It's gonna be Union Gaming with the round, but that was a huge play. I mean, I feel like the lockdown was placed a little too late there for that hit, for that retake. But again, the fact that both Crumbs and Lino both fell before the retake even it started, especially on site, it left Ekapumba in a tough spot where he had to take out 3 players himself. And I mean, he does take out all 3, but the time was not in their favor at all. I mean, Union Gaming just barely escaped it, but even winning that round, they win it with all 5 players going down. And same thing with New Order as well. New Order is already in a full save here.
Yeah, they are going to be forcing
Scrim
a full save, but the buy coming out from Union Gaming again. They have the money. Scrim will go in with the blade storm. Will pick up one here already onto Benji. Peeking through
Need
B
healing.
main.
Need healing.
This
Need
man,
healing.
the
He just tanked. He
confidence.
tanked the gravity well.
Yeah,
He just tanked the gravity well. But that's the thing with the jet knives, that the jet knives do not punish you for movement, and
yeah.
knowing that, he just put on the gravity well, and that gave him such a good angle to pick out the killjoy, who was completely blinded by the sky's guiding light. That is a completely that's just a huge use of utility there. That's just something you love to see,
They are
especially
going
in
for
the
the push
combo
though.
of utility. As
Meanwhile,
thought
Deadshot
he's
goes
gonna get
in.
the pick on the clinch.
We have Deadshot dashing into fight. He will
Inside, the
find
null
Kapumba
command
as
invested here by
well.
the KO.
And they will get
Null
the spike
command.
down.
I mean, we know how strong the null
Spike
command is when it
planted.
comes to side pushes. It just completely stops any sort of utility. Stop it. Trying to stop this spike plant, and they are going to get into side free of charge. As New Order gonna try and come in for the retake here. They do
Flash
have
is
they
going to
don't
get
have
the
good
Defiance,
guns
takes
as
out Lino. Good
Last
shots
player
coming out, but
standing.
Scrim
Scrim
with the headshot makes it a. Oh, he's another. No
Look
way!
at Scrim
Wait,
with
what?
four. Looking for the ace as Soul River. Soul River is in 1v1. Soul River, does he expect him to push?
No way.
Soul River.
Does this clutch it out?
Jet Knives, one right click of there. Oh no, Soul River is able to get the
That
kill.
was
Scrim
his
not
ace if he had
expecting
gotten
him.
that, and that was insane.
Soul
I
River
mean,
hiding
there is a
inside
reason.
the Jet's cloudburst. He hid inside the cloudburst. That's how he was able to win that against Scrim. But Scrim, what was that on the Jet?
Okay, this is why
Okay,
this man
almost
is
acing out.
hands down the best jet player in the country. There is a reason for this. I said that without any hesitation because of this exact reason. I mean, this man almost clutched out 1v5 here. And I mean, insane stuff coming out. And Soul River with the big brain play, they are hiding inside the cloud smoke, like you said, to win out the round. But now another buy round coming out from the side of New Order. Can they close it out?
Oh no,
Nice
the
ball
operator
out.
misses, but
No.
headshot gets taken down. Huge play here forced inside. Alright, Scrim doesn't have shot a good shot. He's gonna fall back. The guiding light blinds his teammate. But the Roche here is in catwalk. I mean, we know how much Roche loves to. Okay, he wants to take control of this, but the Gauldron is going to spot him out. Defiance is
way.
back in stairs area up here in mid. Unable to push out Lino. Inside, Roach want to take an aggressive fight here, waiting for someone to push. But they do know that the sky is in market. They know that the Jet is around mid here with the operator, but do they expect him to have gone all the way there? The recon dart doesn't tag out Roach. The recon dart doesn't tag out Roach, but Lino splashed us and he takes out Roach. That's a huge splash. That's how we want to see the sky play.
One enemy
As Kenshi
remaining.
gets one and Wickens gets
Spike
two
down.
in mid. It's down to Soul River, and Soul River is the sole survivor outside a main, and he's gonna get one, but he's down to 10 HP. 4 players on I don't even want coming for his head. As the gravity well is gonna stop the push in from Haven, but the spike is down in mid, and Soul River is probably gonna try and save this Vandal to the next round.
That is exactly what he's playing. Let's see what damage he can do. Kron speaks through. He takes out Kron.
Kron is just defeated as the Soul River has. Oh, he goes into Astral Form to try and face a star, but that becomes his demise as Lino is able to get that pick, and that's gonna be a new equalizer as Lino come up 3 rounds on their side as well. So it's a 3-3 again. This is what we. Again, that is why it's a send both fighting so hard purely for look at this play here. Look at this control in mid. This is just exactly what you want to see from the side of New Order. We know how aggressive they are, and they are not shy to take those gunfights, and that is what is winning them these rounds.
That is for sure. And I mean, these two teams absolutely going ham on each other. We do have a save coming out from Union Gaming here, trying to push towards B. Roach for the first time. He's not playing mid. He does get tagged down heavily, down to 32 HP. And he won't get pushed though. In the meantime, Lino is holding towards 3 here. Deadshot is trying to push through. Right now,
Lino,
no one,
this
no
trade is going to be huge. Oh, so Deadshot tries to push again. What? Deadshot means that.
The run and
As
gun
they look
headshots with the
taken
sheriff. What?
on the sheriff nonetheless, as Megapupa's gonna go for the spam, gets one but not able to get the second as he finds with the kill here. Soul River's down to 87 HP, but the killjoy as well. Both killjoy on both sides are just so low, and none of the teams. I mean, they both lost their skies, so there is no heat coming in for them anytime soon. Scrim though with the kill onto the KO, and Scrim again in heaven wanted to do some damage here. Soul River walking into side. He's probably gonna be able to retrieve the Phantom. This Phantom could be huge.
Yeah, and this man
He has
has some
87
big brain
HP.
plays.
30 seconds left.
It's the Astra. Benji, yeah, Benji's gonna get spotted out here by the turret. That means they know that one player is in tree, but gets spotted here by Scream and Scream.
Benji the sheriff kill though.
Quick flick onto Sulu. And Benji, I mean, oh, okay. This just don't stand Scream. Scream's feeling it today. Mans has a 3k on this round, and that's gonna be the operator coming into huge effect as New Order go up 4 rounds.
Yeah, but it has been a back and forth fight between these two teams. Union Gaming now is going to be able to buy up yet again on all 5 players, and it's going to be Lino actually forced to save. And I think Genshi can buy for him, but we are looking at the replay here on stream here. This man does not miss with the off. I mean, you don't come into his crosshair. You cannot blind peek Scrim on an op. That does not work out well for you. We spoke about this before the game, and I mean, you know, proof in the gameplay itself.
Okay.
What I said?
Not characteristic mystery actually. I mean, the caster skills working out on favor of Deadshot there, as Scrim is actually gonna fall back right to the spawn.
Careful.
Then the Astro Star, the Nebula plays up in mid to stop him from seeing anything. Gage is gonna spot one. He's gonna do both shock darts out, but not no damage taken there for both sides. I mean, they do have the null command and the lockdown here on the side of Union Gaming. If they decide to use it, the Empress of course on Roach, we know how dangerous that is. They are going to try and wait out a possibility to use it. The null command probably spots out the player. Yeah, it is sky in market as Roach gets the kill on Scrim. And the null command invested as well. The null command that's gonna. Yeah, I mean, these sides completely different. They're probably gonna go for a big plant here, but Bronze with the push out of Nebula gets one. This man's crazy as he gets traded there, but dead shot.
This is the thing with Chroms on a Sentinel. He doesn't really care. He plays it as a duelist regardless. He just decides to complete the push it down. Meanwhile, we do see the Hunter Fury invested here by Genshi trying to find a pick. Not going to be able to. The Killjoy lockdown is going to be invested by it was the attacker's Killjoy. Benji does invest the Killjoy ultimate here. It is a 3v4 still, numbers advantage. Kapumba gets detained. That's just the one player Scrim looking for exit frags here. I don't think they'll be pushing the side. Oh no, they are actually.
They did invest. Oh my god, Roach. That Genshi, that is not really advisable for you to push it. Solo as Deadshot is able to take out Scream. Kapumba is able to get one, but Kapumba is just gonna get spammed as it's gonna be
up down as well.
Gaming. Interesting investment of ultimates that they invested with Cosmic Divide on the side of New Order as well as they closed off the back of side. Not sure why they decided to do that, knowing that the lockdown is in place and they cannot request off that lockdown because of where it was placed right in the middle of site. So I mean, the only possibility which you can use to take out the lockdown in the middle of site is either an orbital strike or a Hunter's Fury. And I mean,
Fury actually missed
that's an interesting side. You know, the thing is, they invested lockdown right after the Hunter's Fury. They realized that the Hunter's Fury was the counter to the lockdown of Benji.
Oh, Benji finds Chroms, speaks with the Torrent.
And okay, Benji is not letting me say anything as it takes out of Chroms. I mean, playing off the turret, that is something that Killjoys excel at, and I mean, showing us why Benji is probably one of the better Killjoys in the game. This is the thing. I'm not sure whether I'm still not sold on Chroms being on Killjoy because of his playstyle and how he.
This is another reason why they have picked up
aggressive fight
here. It's another reason against a New Order here because it makes them uncomfortable. It's not a map that they like to play, and Roach in the meantime will find a pick off here, making it a 3v5 now. Again, Union Gaming, they are on a full buy, and New Order is on a save here down to the last 3. We do have We have the likes of Genshi, Scrim, and Kapumba left alive. Fight this, and as I said, Genshi with a lovely headshot onto Deadshot here on B side here, but still, it's almost an impossible task. They'll probably go in. Genshi with the wall spam through the recon dot information will take out Benji as well. Good damage being done. They are going to be able to push in here. They are looking for as much damage as possible. Meanwhile, Soul River goes up here, will take out Scrim, is looking for more, takes out another Roach, is going to be good for the kill. Genshi will pick up Soul River with another headshot coming out. That's a 3k with the Sheriff for Genshi, but it is still going to be Union Gaming getting ahead here, and this is what New Order has to be scared of. It was on Ascent. If the attackers do get ahead, it's something to worry about for sure. But it is going to be the 10th round coming in here, and New Order is going to be able to buy up yet again. And Genshi brings out the bad boy here, the Odin, and he is probably going to hold it down at B side.
This is something that we constantly say about Ascent, is that if you have a Sova and you have an Odin, you are probably going to get at least one. You're at least good fun if you have an Odin and a Sova in your team. On a map like Ascent, but I mean, Union Gaming going for the single initiative pick with the KO. It's not even a Sky. That's an interesting pick here. This is the thing I was worried about this KO pick because of how it may play out in Ascent. I mean, the only, the huge utility usage I've seen from the KO is this null command and how it has been utilized when it comes to side takes. But beyond that, I'm really not sold on this KO.
I mean, I'm liking it just because it is a different agent, a different type of playstyle coming out from Defiance here, because he has been an Omen main for the longest time, and he has switched out, especially with the new patch update coming in. He's been loving KO, and now the lockdown is going to be faced by Cromshield, realizing that the push is going to come through, but Benji is going to be good for 2 onto Genshi and Croms both.
No, the thing was, I mean, the Sova, Genshi was there waiting for that push on the
Scrim with the flip onto Defiance. Kapumba in the meantime will find the kill onto Roach as well. Benji is going to be left inside alone by the will take out Scrim,
Soul River is in the back of the line. Guess
from Kapumba. Soul River will take out Kapumba, but the trade is going to be there from Lino to clean up the round and make it a 5-5, but the damage being done to economy here. UG does not have the economy eco to buy up full, but we will have a full buy coming out from a New Order here. Not a full buy, but a weird buy coming out, I would say. Scrim does have his blade storm ready, so he's going to be on full shields and no weapon, and it's going to be a Spectre in the hands of Kapumba. Interesting turn of events. 5-5 going into the 11th round here, the last 2 rounds of the half.
Get out of my way!
I mean, we have to talk about that flick by Scrim. I mean, what was that? The man just turned 180 and got that headshot right off onto Defiance's face.
A bit of a slower push coming out from Union Gaming here. They are going to be leaning towards this A side here. The blade storm from Scrim.
The Animetal headshot is lost as he gets sliced and diced here by Scrim, showing us he is the better jet. I'm probably gonna get. I'm not gonna be happy about that, but Roach is gonna go for the spam through the smoke spots. One player in heaven. That's gonna be the ace. Actually, they're playing a retake here. That's an interesting play here by New Order. They're playing a retake as they are everyone's playing offside. The null command invested as Scrim with the right click gets the kill onto Soul River. And that's gonna be a 4v. It's a 4v3.
Benji picks up one. Lino will take out.
One enemy remaining.
Go for the lurk as Kapumba is able to get the kill onto Roach. It's down to the KO, the Defiance here on Union Gaming, trying to do something with his Sheriff. Getting out the best of situations to be stuck in Kapumba with the flick. The ADS spray gets him the 6th round for New Order.
Last round before the switch.
And this is a 6-5 half coming out from Union Gaming so far. And I was talking about...
I mean, his trades going back and forth. Yeah,
I was talking about how Union Gaming is going to be happy with the 7-5 half. if at all, and it looks like they are going to be trying to force even half. If it is a 6-6 half going into the next round, I feel like Union Gaming might have this map in the bag. But having said that, Benji is on a full say on a very weird buy here. Sheriff and full shields coming out from him, and a Spectre in the hand. Meanwhile, dead shot will get taken out by Scrim, the operator in hand. That's already a man down on the side of Union Gaming. They are still leaning towards pushing into B side here. No mid control has been taken this time around. Scrim gets blinded. Will manage to get back into cover here. But again, they are going to be pushing in.
He's stuck here.
Roach.
He's down to 47 HP. The concussive investor on the outside aiming to stop Lino from pushing. Lino has to beat us though. He's not. Lockdown invested here by Benji to try and get the rotations down here for the side of New Order, but they are going to just hightail their way on.
You want to fight it?
Oh, they're not. They're just waiting here, waiting for this push to come in. The Cosmic Divide invested for them to get a safe passage into side, but the spike's down. Scream not able to hit the shot. And 34 HP. Roach with one, Roach in the back of the Cosmic Divide. Benji is alone inside with Roach. It's down to a 2v2.
Spike
A
planted.
New Order. Okay. Ekapumba has his own Cosmic Divide as well. And this Cosmic Divide could be huge when it comes to the retake. Are they going to invest it? Already this is the last round. Anyway, the Cosmic Divide invested to cut off pushes from the back side, as it's going to be Roach here. Benji with the Sheriff. Oh, this is bad. But that's gonna be New Order closing it out.
Last player standing.
It is, and
As
as predicted, it is a 7-5 half.
For
and,
New Order. That's an
uh,
interesting scoreline.
Yeah, and as predicted, it is going to be Union Gaming. I mean, they are going to be happy with this. They do get a 7-5 half on attack here, and they are into the defense here. So I feel like it's still a very even game. Could go either way. It's going to be interesting to see how New Order plays this on attack here. But I mean, I'm still leaning towards UG here because it was UG's map pick, and now they are on that favorable side on defense. And Benji, I feel like, is a better sentinel than Chroms for sure. Chroms is not used to playing a sentinel here, and Benji holding down sides is going to be a lot more impactful, I feel like, than Chroms holding down a side. But having said that, we are going to be starting the round here. They are going to be going through mid control being fought for here by at least a minimum of 3 players on the side of Neo here. They will spot out one dead shot. Will take out Kapumba already.
Dead shot gets Ekapumba. Scream those spots out there. Soul Remains, and the headshot from Genshi is there as Soul River gets taken down. Chroms with the kill onto bench, but dead shot with 3. Dead shot with 2 in the back of mid as he gets 2. He Roach in the back of Spawn is not able to do a lot of damage. Dead shot down to 2 HP.
Down to the last
Roach
man
able to
now.
get the kill onto Lino. That's going to give him the overheal. It's down to Chroms in a 1v3. Chroms puts Roach down 15 HP, and Defiance is there with the kill. And that's going to be the pistol round for the side of Union Gaming. They desperately wanted that. Now comes the buy round. Here, I mean, what do you think? In my opinion, I think New Order should force here. They should try and steal this round away from Union Gaming and destroy the economy. But it seems as if the New Order are going to go for a full save here. Again, Screamo is going to be the only one on that Sheriff, as it's going to be a full buy for a few players on the side of Union Gaming.
It is still a full buy. I mean, if you consider all things, they are not. They just don't want to be playing Spectres, and I have seen them favoring this Stinger on Soul River for the previous couple of matches. He has been on the Stinger for their buy round after the pistol, and that is, and even the Marshall coming out here on the hands of Deadshot again, something that they have been doing quite a bit without going in for all 5 Spectres, and Defiance is going to be on that Ghost again, being able to buy up that next round here. That's what they're planning to do. They don't invest fully.
Okay. Chroms, this man has no respect for. He just jiggle picks his entire body, just everything's out there for the side of New Order, as Lino actually gets that shot. That's a huge pick. That's the Marshall down.
That is the
It's gonna be a
Marshal
push.
on
Yeah,
the
they're
ground.
just gonna run into A shot and get the plant down in A side. But the problem is they have a KO and a killjoy here holding down side as Benji gonna not gonna able to get the spray. The spray placer. The Tasmanian
30
Tiger
seconds left.
bites Benji as he gets taken down and Cook with the kill. Lino with three. Sorry, but though with the stinger is able to do some damage, but not enough as Genshi gets the kill. Ultimate down to Roach in a 1v3. What just happened? Niwada just completely took control of everything in this round. As Crumbs is gonna spot Roach, and Roach has nothing
Out of
to
charges.
do. He's only left in a 1v3 and has too many angles to check as Crumbs gets taken. Crumbs takes him down. New Waters coming up with a huge thrifty there, winning out the round. That the Tasmanian Tiger kill. That's stuff that we don't see every day from Lino.
Yeah, definitely something that we don't see every day. The Trailblazer getting a kill. But like I said, thrifty round coming out for New Order. They are going to be able to buy up almost fully. But UN Gaming not too shabby as well because they did not invest fully as well. They invested quite a bit, but not fully. So they are going to be able to buy a couple of sheriffs. You know, the Marshal still in hand for Defiance.
Oh,
Uh, sorry,
Benji.
Deadshot. But yeah. They are pushing through mid yet again here. Deadshot and Benji both. Sorry, Deadshot and Roach holding down mid markets here for the time being. Meanwhile, Scrim will find the kill on the Defiance. He finds another. Scrim is on something else today. This man flings left, right, and center. Gets control of his side. Closes the door. But in the meantime, Genshi, in the meantime, will find Roach all the way in mid markets. The trade is going to be there from Soul River. With that sheriff, he tried to recover a weapon, now fighting up against another. He takes out
Oh,
Crumbs as well. In the meantime, Deadshot finds
okay,
Scrim. He head
okay.
off Scrim, bringing it back into a 2v2. Kapumba and Lino left here. Meanwhile, Lino will find Deadshot
Lino
here
with the
down to the
perfect
last
positioning
man.
there. Lino with the perfect positioning there for that kill onto Deadshot, but it's down to Soul River. They know exactly where Soul River is, and he's gonna put out the Astro Stars, but I'm not sure whether that's gonna do a lot of things as Lino is stuck in the gravity well. But he's just gonna speak and he's gonna get the kill onto Soul River. That's gonna be 9 rounds here for WG New Order. And again, not looking good. Not looking good here for Union Gaming. Because I mean, looking at New Order, how they're hitting their shots, especially I mean, huge shout out to Lino. I mean, this man has been performing so well on the sky.
That is true. Lino has been stepping up today, but the man to watch is definitely Scrim. The skill does not reflect the insane kills that Scrim has gotten, because the kill difference is just like two kills between Lino and Scrim, but the impact and the the style of which they have been getting these kills. But meanwhile, Deadshot brings out the operator, will clean out Scrim. Danger Man already out on the side of New Order. It is still a split push coming towards them. The spike is towards the B side, at least for the time being, in the hands of Lino. Op still watching mid here. Kapumba needs to be careful. Deadshot rotating between B main and mid
Deadshot gonna
markets
go for
here.
the market pick again. Again, showing presence here. I mean, what we see from New World is that they have been very shy to show presence at A main. Unless they are going for the A hit, they haven't shown any presence up here in A main, and that has been one of the reasons why the Killjoy on the side of Union Gaming has been able to just comfortably sit in A side, not and not get pressured at all. That's why they're not pulling a lot of rotations, but they are actually going to push in now up as we have 4 players crowded up here in A main. The lockdown gonna be invested. That's gonna give them all the information as Genshi takes on 10 shot. The operator's down. As Lino has Seekers, he's gonna invest the Seekers here. That's gonna give them a lot of information as to exactly where the players should be playing. Crumbs. Third place, but Bench in the back of side gets 1, gets 2, holding down the side with his life here. He's Bench around to 7 HP. Bench did the third kill. Ekapumba gets the kill on.
No time left.
Down to Ekapumba in a 1v3, and he doesn't have time. All he can do is die in front of Soul River as the finish on the Rebounder comes on top of him, and that's gonna be Union Gaming with 7 rounds. Benji holding down A side with his life, with the bulldog. That's just pure madness. I mean, the fact that he knew exactly when to peek, timed his peaks right, took out the seeker immediately before it came out into the side, that gave him enough freedom to push in as soon as the lockdown ended. And then, I mean, it's well played here from Benji, and Benji with the final classic kill as well to put to add salt to the wounds.
Yeah, and I mean, we spoke about this. Like, I mean, Benji definitely the better
Genji.
sentinel here, and that's the reason why I feel like they are the stronger team on percent, especially on defense. But right now, New Order in the lead
I
here,
got this back.
9-7. A lot more to be played here. What a close fight! The match for the ages in Sri Lanka right now. New Order against Union Gaming mid control. They are fighting for mid. We have 4 people stacked up at mid. It is just going to be Chroms who is at B tiles. The rest of them are walking through catwalk towards A site here. We have Lino trying to push through a main for the time being, trying to get some information. But Defiance pushes a stop to it immediately, taking him out. And now Roach might swing here, will get taken down by
Roach is
Chroms,
actually taking
opening up the
Concealment!
side.
Concealment!
That's the B side open here. Genshin in the meantime
the
finds
B
Soldier
side.
as well, and
Placing
Chroms
swarm
finds
grenade.
Deadshot as well.
Crumbs just single-handedly won this round almost for the side of New Order. I mean, the man took two of the most deadliest people on the side of Union Gaming purely by challenging them, and it seems as if though the side of Union Gaming, they're not too willing to go for this retake. They are trying to save those guns, trying to play for some exits by the looks of it, because I mean it's a 2v4, and I mean the recon to add more troubles as they are gonna get spotted here. Genshi holding the market push from the door, doesn't seem like there's one coming in.
And the spike
There's
will
no
go
order
off,
there,
and they
okay.
will get into double digits on the side of New Order. Now Union Gaming in trouble here. This is their map pick, and New Order is
Oh
making
no!
them
Oh
look
no!
bad.
Kenshi gets taken down there, but the spike that is unfortunate. They were not having enough time to run away. But again, New Order, this is what I said. I mean, if New Order is able to take ascent, this will be a 2-0. That was our prediction. And I mean, looking at the form with Scream, Genshi, and Lino are, I mean, we haven't even gotten to talk about Chroms, because I mean, Chroms is usually the playmaker on the side of New Order. I mean, the fact that he's on Killjoy, he's been very silent today, but the rest of his teammates have stood up for him, and they are doing such a marvelous job here on all his age. And that Scream is just gonna challenge Deadshot. Deadshot down to 85 HP. He's gonna
Chroms.
fall back. He's actually gonna try and push to the smoke. He's down to 5 HP. What was that?
Deploying drone.
Yeah, Genshin in the meanwhile finds Defiance as well. Now,
Roach, Genshi.
oh, Benji now finds Scrim though. This man has been holding down the side. He might find another hit. He does get stacked down to 70 HP. He's going to peek, try and peek again. The smoke is going to delay things for the time being. The Nano Storm's up as well. Going to move away, and the Astral Divide is going to get committed. Meanwhile, Chroms the flank from Deadshot not working out with the shots. And Kapumba will clean him up, who did push together with with who was it? With Chroms there. And now they are going to try and go back into a side by the looks of it. But Benji putting another stop to it yet again, taking out Chroms.
Oh, Deadshot,
making
Deadshot,
it a
Deadshot,
2v2.
Deadshot. The spray doesn't land. 5 HP.
They will get the spike down here. Lino with the plant. They are going to have to play for this retake, but they do have the defenders lockdown coming out from Benji. He is going to use it. He will get taken down immediately. Lino finding the head down to Soul River. One player
Benji
detained. It
does
is
have
going
the
to
lockdown,
Kapumba
so this could
outside
be
of
huge
sight here.
if they are able to get
And
into a
Soul River
proper
does drop down. Looking for
retake
the kill here.
situation.
And the
No,
enemy was
Kapumba
punished.
putting a stop to it immediately, and they grab the 11th round under their belts here. It's 11-7 in favor of New Order. Union Gaming in all sorts of
Oh,
trouble right now.
Lino.
BYB fam, going to Astral to do them Astral Guardian things I do.
We are going into round number 19 right now. And Genshi picking up the pace here, grabbing 18 kills now. I think he might have heard us saying that Lino was performing, and now he is trying to show up
I
here
mean,
with a couple of kills.
Lino up in that round, getting into heaven, getting that headshot onto Benji, sacrificing himself, although the lockdown was in place. Really want them that 2v2.
And meanwhile, we do see them trying to go in. One player did get detained. Fight for entry here. Croms will pick up dead shot, and that's a massive kill, making it a 4v4. They are trying to still move in here. And control has been taken. They will get the part down. Now with the retake, we do see Kapumba extremely low, but will take out Benji.
I need
And
concealment.
Crumbs with the Torrent finds Roach, a Torrent kill out of all things. The blind will fight through Defiance, finds Crumbs. Kapumba with the trade though, bringing it to the last man alive. Can he make it happen? Soul River comes in, but will get
Ekapumba's play up
taken
here mid could
down.
be huge.
And makes it
Match
takes them
point.
to match point. WG new order on match point right now.
Okay.
I got enough time to go into
Okay.
the Astro 4.
New
Spike
order
is here.
just playing out of their minds here on this attack. I mean, especially that lurk there from Ekapumba right up in mid until the last few moments of the spike plant, and to push into market at the exact same time to just completely caught the KO off guard, as they are now posturing in for a little bit of a default. Yes, the Trailblazer is gonna get spotted as Wilshaw is going to take it down. Benji gonna get back down to 65 HP as he goes for the pick. Union Gaming, they have to win several more rounds together to try and get into side. The Hunter's Fury gonna get invested to try and take out the kill. Joy just take out Benji and he takes out the kill. Scream? Okay, Scream says, you know what, I'm gonna trade you, and he just trade him very effective. It's down to a 4v2. Union Gaming
One
Ascent
enemy remaining.
lying in shambles. He has Lino's able to get this
Healing
kill
over
onto
here.
Soul River. It's down to Roach. Roach in a 1v4. We've spoken about how good this man is. We've spoken about how good his mechanical skill is. And Reyna, he has the Empress. What does he do? He
Takes
takes
one.
one. He's down in a 1v3. Gonna invest the
Foxy
Empress.
ultimate.
This Empress could be huge as Roach takes a second. It's down to 2v2, but Genshi
Attackers
stops it. Genshi just says, no way, not anymore, not on my watch, as New Order close out Ascent in just completely aggressive, dominant fashion. And I mean, I don't know how you can come back from that if you're Union Gaming. I mean, you won the pistol as well, especially on that
Yeah.
defensive half, with the start of the defensive half, and after that 3 round victory in the very next round, New Order just never let the foot off the gas.
That is true, and we were talking about how important Ascent was for Union Gaming here. Uh, Obvious reason it was their map pick, but that is not the only reason, because of how strong New Order is on Bind, and this is a scary thing to consider. How Union Gaming are going to take up uh, the likes of New Order on Bind is going to be really interesting. Whether they can pull back a victory, whether they can make an upset here and force a game three is going to be the question. Right now, though, I'm leaning towards New Order here for a 2-0 just because of the map pick itself. Because Ascent was their pillar stone here. Union Gaming had to win Ascent to force that game three. But right now it is looking like a clean 2-0 for New Order. But I mean, you cannot count Union Gaming out because of how strong and experienced the team is. I mean, we did see Deadshot pop off a couple of rounds. They feel like they are looking for that rhythm. They are looking for that synergy. And again, the team is quite new. The composition is new. The players are, even though the players themselves are individually very high skilled, it is a new roster still. They are looking for that synergy to come in between the team, which New Order has on lock. I think that's a massive advantage New Order has against a Union Gaming in terms of the team itself. And we are going to see this on Bind because of how well these players sync up on the side of New Order, especially when they attack on B side. We did see a tournament game recently where they went up against a Maldives team. It was a New Order taking on Lexus Gaming, where they won it 4v5, and Lexus Gaming is no joke. I mean, that team, the number one team in Maldives, extremely strong on Bind, just because of their wiper play. They have a wiper play called Maestro. He's so destructive on Bind, but it did not matter what. I mean, New Order did is they completely ignored where Maestro was playing and decided to go all ham on B side. And that B side entry could not be held with four players tacking. That's how strong the entry from Chroms and Scrim on Bind is onto B side, and that is going to be a scary thing to deal with for Urine Gaming, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they are going to be able to deal with it. Because, like I said, I mean, these two players, it is just, I feel like it will all come down to Chroms and Scrim, and how Union Gaming will hold off that
Mm-hmm.
entry from that side. And it's going to be interesting to see which side they're going to be playing on, whether it is on attack or defense. On Bind is going to be the next question where they're going to start off of. And I feel like for Union Gaming, if they start off on attack, it will be more favorable for them, because giving attack to New Order on Bind, they are going to get ahead, and you do not want
Oh,
that pressure on your back
oh,
when you're
yeah.
going into,
Yeah, it is
yeah.
bad news for Union Gaming. They are starting off on defense, on bind. So
Okay.
we are gonna see a lot of we are gonna see a lot of highlights here from Chroms. Hopefully, if New Order are to take control of bind here.
And with that, we do have the head-to-head ready of this game number one. Let's have a look. It is going to be Benji from Union Gaming versus Vision from, or Genshi from New Order. Genshi, again, this man comes out of nowhere. I mean, it was Scrim leading the kill board for the longest time, and and when the dust settles, when everything is said and done, it's always Genshi. I mean, I feel like I've been seeing Genshi
I
on top of
can't.
the board
I,
every time, and he picks up 21
it's
kills,
it's 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 it's
290
it's
average.
it's it's
Yeah,
it's almost like Genshi gets a few sneak kills. Like we have
yeah.
no idea where he got those kills. All of a sudden, he's top of the scoreboard. Like how does he do that?
I mean,
And
one first
also,
blood.
I mean, on the
Yeah,
yeah, no, I mean, on the
go
side
ahead,
of
man.
New Order, I mean, on the side of New Order, I mean, especially not only Genshi, but like a huge step up from Lino as well to come up huge on this map I've sent as they were able. I mean, Lino played out of his mind. I mean, I mean, Lino single-handedly opened up quite a few sites, which gave a lot of freedom for New Water to get into site and take those aggressive post plants, which was one of the reasons. And I mean, Scream, of course, on the operator, I mean, it was huge, especially on side defense. But again, I New Order on bind, composition changes are going to happen. Is Union Gaming going to stick with the KO for bind as well?
Most probably they will, because Defiance has not really switched up from KO in any of the maps that I have seen them on Division A. But Bind is a map that they have not played in Division A so far, and this is all we have seen from Union Gaming, just because of how the format of the tournament works. Because they were the champs last season, and they were directly invited, so the I mean, we saw them from round one taking on Mistwalkers, and sorry, not Mistwalkers. They were up against Team IWNL, and then afterwards we saw them go up against the Mistwalkers. And in none of these games did they play Bind. So whether Defiant will stick with the KO is still going to be a question. I feel like he might. It has become his comfort pick, regardless of the map they are playing on. He hasn't switched from it. The only switch up that I might see is from Roach, but again, Roach has switched back onto his arena. We did see the previous tournament him being on the Sky for the longest time because of just how broken Sky was during that previous patch. But he has come back to this arena, and I feel like that is his bread and butter, and they should stick with it. Stick with what you're comfortable with. Play to your strengths, and especially with the three players, Benji, Defiance, and Roach, they need to play to their strength, stick with what is comfortable to them, and bring the fight to New Order, because these three players need to pop off every time in Indian gaming that these three players perform. They have been able to bring it back. They have been able to create the upset. But and this time around, I really like the addition of Soul Reaper coming into the team. The two brothers in the same team, obviously bringing in a lot of synergy into the team without having just any other player coming into the team, because then you need to build up on that synergy all over again. But the two brothers being on the team does fix a lot of those synergy issues that you might have with new players coming in, because I'm pretty sure these two players do play a lot together. Defiance and Soldier were both together. I'm pretty sure they play a lot together, even though they were on opposite sides, because Soldier was on Cloy and Cloy was the team that defeated Union Gaming for the first time in Sri Lanka, and Soul River was on this team as well. So, I mean, obviously there is a little bit of brotherly rivalry going on, but now they are playing together, and this is going to bring a lot of synergy that Union Gaming has been lacking. Whether they win this tournament or not, I feel like we can expect a lot of things coming out from Union Gaming. But I mean, the majority vote right now, or the majority thoughts right now, is leaning towards uh, we are leaning towards New Order winning this in a quick 2-0 right now, just because of how Ascent came to an end. But I mean, let's talk. Mike, I know you missed quite a bit of the tournament. I know you had your personal obligations to go through, but I'll take you through some of the highlights of what happened through Division A. So the first highlight is NA Masters versus Revolutionary Gamers. We saw how strong NA Masters was in a couple previous tournament. Throughout the last couple of months, they have been improving significantly over the last couple of months. But Revolutionary Gamers comes out with a new roster out of nowhere, takes that game against with Masters, and mind you, that went into 40 rounds on Icebox. And
Oh
I
my
keep telling
God.
everyone, pick up Icebox. That's the entertainment. That's the crowd pleaser. Every time that this map is played, it
Mm.
goes to OTs. I mean, upsets happen. We even saw New Order losing on Icebox. I mean, New Order dropping a map after, I don't know, they haven't dropped a map since they went up against Cloy, I think, in a previous tournament. I think that was the only time that they dropped a map, not a series, a map. And that was against Cloy so many months back. And they haven't lost a map since. And come Icebox, and RG takes that map against New Order, and Icebox has been that map that creates the upset. I'm so sad that we are not seeing it on the
Mm.
grand final stage. But I
Mm.
mean, 1921 scoreline speaks for itself. I was alone during that time. I mean, I was tired. The players were tired. We could
Oh,
see it.
okay.
I mean, I thought that, like, I was talking to a Ghost from Viff Masters just before this game, and he was sorry, he was telling me that they actually did forget to buy up. I forget the name of the player now. It was the Astro player on the side. It was Dennis, actually. It was Dennis from Rift Masters. I thought he decent when he did not purchase a weapon,
Mm.
but they were so tired going into so many OTs. He actually forgot to purchase the weapon, and they ended up winning the round still. I mean, everything was happening in that game. And then, a couple of days back, New Order on Icebox, it went OT again. I mean, RG managed to force another OT. They cemented themselves. If you go to OT against Revolutionary Gamers, you do not win, and you need to win it before OT. You cannot force OT and win against
Okay.
RG. The mental fortitude on that on the team is just absolutely insane. And I think with that, we do
Mm.
have game number two reading up. We'll be able to get into agent select shortly. It is going to be on bind. It is going to be interesting to see who these players are going to be picking up. Whether the question was whether Defiance is going to be playing on KO. We'll be seeing it shortly, whether he is going to be picking up KO or whether he will be switching things
Mm.
up. But I think there was a problem with the lobby. I think there was a disconnect on one of the players. The game did crash. I think it was on Genshi. So hopefully we will have the game back on stream shortly. So do stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. I mean, this is to decide who the number one team in Sri Lanka once and for all. Because I mean, through the years, might we have had so many roster shuffles, but it has come to the point. There isn't a lot of time left, and we are down to the last 2 months. I mean, how much more roster
Mm.
shuffles can you go through? I mean, we had the Valorant community has grown so much since that game came out. We have had all the spice necessary to make it a successful esports title in the country. We have had over 70 plus 75, 90 teams joining for each quarterly tournament from Logitech, and that is saying a lot for a game that came out new. Because up until now, up until Valorant came on board, and up until Logitech started supporting this title, it was the majority of the teams were playing a very old game called Call of Duty 4. I mean, that was the title that there were hundreds and hundreds of teams. But now, with Valorant coming in, with Logitech pushing this title, and this being such a huge title internationally as well, we have seen the growth in the community. We have had drama, we have had the spice, the rivalries, the trash talking between teams. We have had so much of action on screen as well. We have seen the rivalry between the likes of Scrim and the side of Union Gaming. I mean, Scrim has a different sort of rivalry with Union Gaming itself, and we have seen everything unfold throughout this entire year. But it has come down to this tournament, this Valorant tournament, where we'll be able to decide who the top dogs are. And I mean, hats off to Logic, right? 135,000 rupees in prize money across Division A and Division B. The second quarterly tournament, second or third, I don't know. I was part of the one, and this is my second quarterly tournament with Logitech. And I mean, these guys have been absolutely amazing, especially with 35,000 prize pool for Division B and another 100,000 prize pool for Division A. The format itself coming in every quarter as well, promoting the title is absolutely amazing. So I want to remind you guys, if you are in the market for some new peripherals, we've been seeing it throughout the entirety of Division A and Division B. You would have been able to see it at the OLA at the bottom. They do have you covered in terms of keyboards, mice, mouse pads, headsets, speakers, controllers, flight simulator controls, headset stands. I mean, you name it, they have you covered in almost everything that you could possibly want for your gaming career. And they are boasting of the fastest wireless technology out there for wireless peripherals. You can check this out. I'm not joking. You can check out any review that you want. Logitech does have the fastest wireless technology out there for games. I mean, they call it Lightspeed right now, and it's uncontested throughout any peripheral manufacturer right now. I myself, I'm not using a wireless though. I'm using the most popular gaming mouse out there, I would say, for any FPS player, because the amount of people that I've seen using this mouse is absolutely insane. I'm on the G502. I don't know whether you can see it. I bought it last December, and I've been extremely happy with this, especially because it does come with changeable weights which you can add. And I'm a person who prefers a heavier mouse. I know a lot of FPS players are going to be like, nah, heavy mouse. I mean, you can change it up, man. I took out all the bits and I plugged it into the mouse. I like it very heavy because my hand tends to go everywhere, and tend to miss shots, right? And this is the new edition of the mouse, and this comes in a wireless format as well. And their keyboards also, I want to talk about their keyboards because I'm a huge fan of low profile keyboards, and I haven't been able to find a decent low profile keyboard until Logitech comes out with their G900 series, which is absolutely insane. If you have not seen this keyboard, you need to check it out. It comes in the wired and wireless format, and it comes in the tournament format where you don't have the numpad on the side, and with the numpad as well. And I'm a person who likes the numpad. Don't ask me why. Everyone prefers the shorter keyboard. I like it bigger. Again, like I said, they have you all covered in any type of preference that you might want. So do check it out if you're in the market for some new peripherals. You will not be disappointed. And having said that, I think we do have game number 2 ready to go on screen in a short while. It is going to be on Bind. It is going to be Union Gaming taking on New Order. It all comes down to this game number 2 for Union Gaming. Tournament life, tournament win, defending champs of the Logitech Play to Win series. Their tournament life is on the line here. Let's have a look in a bit about how they are going to go about this, about what agents they might be picking up, whether Defiance is going to be sticking to that KO, or whether he is going to be making a switch up, and what Sentinels they might be using, or whether they are going to be playing any Sentinels at all. Because we have seen these double controller lineups coming out on a Bind where they don't pick up a single Sentinel, and we can see it right now. We will be able to check out the pickups here. Kapumba on his signature Astra. We have Soul River on his signature Astra as well. Genship picking up the Sova. I mean, everyone going all out here. Roach actually picking up the Raze. Wait, what? Okay, here's a twist.
Okay, what?
This
Benji
is
on the sky as well.
Oh, we are seeing
And
everything
we
right
have
now.
Scream. We have Scream on the stage. I mean, that's
That
understandable.
is,
By
wait,
Scream
this
is
is actually a surprise though.
Sage is a very strong player. I mean, the thing is, like, Sage is one of the OG operator users. I mean, I can understand why you want to go for the Sage because of how you can use those Sage walls to, take
Yeah.
those aggressive angles and, unprecedented off angles. But, like, again, what is going on with this controller picks? I mean, we have double controllers on both sides. I mean, as we expected, Defiance gonna go for the SOA instead of the KO. I mean, we know
No,
how
Defiance is
strong
actually on
SOA
Viper.
is.
The Sova is not even in on Union Gaming. It's actually Genshi who is the only one on Sova. It is going to be a Sky.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
only a
yeah.
yeah, it's a single controller, dual controllers, single initiators, and double
Okay,
duelists on the
dead
side.
shot. Okay, dead shot. It just pushes out a hook and then gets a kill out of Proms as Lino on the Viper, lurking outside a shot.
To be
See
fair
anything
though,
there?
I am
Almost
worried
spotted it.
for New Order though. Them not having, I know how
Going
good
C.
Stream is on stage, but them not having Stream on Jet to enter with Chroms, I don't know how this is going to work out for them. I mean, obviously they have practices out, are definitely better players than us by a mile, but still,
Just gonna
really
put that out
no,
there.
yeah, no, we are nowhere close, guys. We are nowhere close. We are just going to sit here and judge them. But having said that,
Yeah.
Defiance picks up Genshi as well, making it a
Okay.
5v3 already. The pitch around in shambles for a New Order here. Strength is going to be pushing through lights here. He is going in through, but they're still not spotted out for the time being. They are not
Egapumba,
able to get the plant.
pretty close by the smoke, gets one, but Scrim with the kill. But that's gonna be Lino with the lineups. Are they actually just gonna play lineups? He actually, oh no, Sori was gonna get completely taken out there by the snake bite. Bench is gonna try and push, and they're gonna try and go for the diffuse the spike. Versus how
No, he goes down as well. They can't defuse.
What? They're not gonna
Last
get the
player
defuse this
standing.
time.
Clutch.
What? Lino, what was that? On the Viper coming up huge on the clutch. The regrowth on the Sky came too late for Crom. Too late for Roach. Roach was going for the diffuse. This regrowth on the Sky could have helped him out in some way to try and stick that diffuse. But oh no. Oh no. Lino. I mean, look at this first shot. Start off bind, but Lino on the Viper. What was that? Good God. That is just unreal. You can't make this up.
Yeah, and the lineups are working out in their favor for sure. New Order being able to clutch it out. They are able to buy up full here. Roach does have a Sheriff in hand. He is going to be playing towards Lamps here. But the push is going to come towards the A side here. They are already going in. Crumbs picking up Defiance inside. Pain Cells flies out. Roach will get traded out though. He does pick up one. Scrim is going to be there for the trade. In the meantime, it is down to Deadshot will get taken down. Soldier will get taken down to the last man. Benji in a 1v4 does get tagged. The satchel kill from Kong, killing off
I saw that.
Benji.
I just didn't say anything. I like him, and then when the satchel kill came, I was like, yeah, nice. Just threw him away all of everything. But that's gonna be a New Order getting that round under their belt. So 2-round lead here on Bind. With that first round there, though, on the especially with the Swiper Snake Bite, that was definitely a tilter here for the side of Union Gaming. I mean, it's important that they come out of that with a lot with more confidence. I mean, they have to try and forget that round. But they are going to come back
from
in
Union
as
Gaming. How
New
much are
Order
they
is
going
just
to be
gonna
able to do?
press onto the A side.
But oh
Crumbs
my
is
God,
just in the back of him.
Crumbs!
Finally gets the pick. What?
Do not do him dirty like
Has
that.
no
He
idea what
will
was
get
going
traded
on.
out by
as
Soul River
Crumbs,
though. But that satchel
Crumbs is a
entry,
little
this is
too,
why this man
aggressive
is the
there.
best Wiz in the country, hands down. That satchel entry caught Roach off guard. I mean, he didn't enter Lamps, he went on the other side. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Deadshot will pick up Scrim though. The spike has gone down. They are playing for lineup. Double lineups coming out actually. Genshi and
The snake bites
you know,
are coming. Sword was gonna try and stick it. No, he's not even half. So they can get out of this.
Player
How did they
standing.
stop Lino? As Ekapumba is Deadshot gets two, but has the
they will
lineup
defuse
on
this.
time. Yeah, they are. They are. Oh
Uh,
no! Oh no!
I feel
Union
so bad
Gaming.
for Union
This
Gaming.
is not fun for them. I am telling you. I am telling you right now, they are so mad. This is two full rounds they've lost purely because of this snake bite lineup here from Leno. I wish we had a
Look at
little
that
like, look
entry,
into the
man.
comms on the side of Niwad. I mean, I'm pretty sure they are laughing their brains out because what is this? This is just ridiculous. This is unreal. It's unreal, is what it is. As
I
they
really
get
like this because
Podcast.
from
they are
from the
killed.
last time I saw them on Bind, they have changed up their strategy. This was not the same way that New Order played on Bind. They have changed up their strategies, and now again they're changing things up. They are looking to push through B side here. Deadshot popped up by Deadshot, whiffs
Oh
completely,
no.
and Crumbs will get that kill, punishing him for missing the right click on that knife. And United will Kabenji. The trade is going to be there from
Oh,
Sorbo on to
Soul
Crumbs.
River.
Are they going to be able to fight
Soul
more?
River.
Roach
Soul
in the
River still
meantime, the
exists.
Sheriff will on to Kapumba. Genshi will take out Soul River and Defiance. Defiance with the pull. Dog takes out two. Left in a 2v1 is gonna be Lino when the dust settles. It is Union Gaming coming out on top right now.
Lino does have the time to just take the teleport and go to a site. Both players here in B side, they know where both players are. Lino, all he'll do is get the plant down. He'll get the Viper Spit activated, and if he does use the Viper Spit in a 1v2, it would be huge. The clutch potential for him here is huge. He's actually going to try and challenge Roach here, but you do not challenge Roach. Roach is going to spray you down with the Vandal. Thrifty victory coming here for the Surrey Union Gaming to close out that round. Interesting
Yeah, I
decision
mean,
there by Lino
100%. You do not
to
blind pick Roach. I mean, this man, you do not do that to him. You do not disrespect Roach
you.
by blind picking him. That's
But
not a
like
fight
interesting
that you're
decision
going
by
to win.
Lino, like the fact that Lino didn't go for that TP really surprised me. I mean, he could have gone to
Yeah.
TP, gone into a side, gotten the plant down, and gone for the Viper Spit, and that would have been pure clutch potential for him since he plays those lineups as well.
Meanwhile, we do have them going towards B side here. We do have the operator coming out for Deadshot, but he's going to be
Okay,
on the
look
wrong
at
side
those
of
paint
things.
shells.
Oh, and he picks up
Okay,
Defiance
Crumbs on the
already.
race. He's just Crumbs is just dipping out Roach here as the Viper Spit invested immediately off the back of that. The Showstopper and the Viper Spit invested for the side of New Order. Huge round for them. Soul River does have the Cosmic Divide, but Lino is on the classic. They are playing off the save here.
Genshi
But Genshi is
supporting.
gonna get the kill onto Bench. Soul River is gonna get the trade. I mean, Soul River does have two Astro Stars on him. Crumbs in showers here. His play is going to be huge. Scrim with the peak on the Vipers to get the headshot. Not able to replicate it. But Roach stuck in a 1v3 and he's vulnerable. He's running into a poison cloud. And that's going to be Crumbs with the third on the round as they take 4 rounds here on by New Order, showing us exactly why New Union Gaming and their fans should be worried about this map. They are not stopping. They are going in and they are going in hard.
Yeah, and that's the operator down for the side of Union Gaming as well, because we did see Deadshot pick it up, and now we are looking at Scrim's headshot onto Deadshot. They are making sure that he dies. And I mean, I'm pretty sure he had a rifle in his hand, but he decided to play with the Sheriff with confidence.
He did switch up from the operator to a rifle to come for that retake. Oh my god.
And meanwhile, he's
I
going to
love
be a
what
hit
Trump is
coming
doing, especially on
out.
the
The
race.
dash out from Deadshot, not finding a
Deadshot!
time there though. Genshi will take out Deadshot.
Crumbs?
Will get traded. Genshi with the headshot. Looking for more.
Blinded that. Okay. Roach is back aside, gonna use the showstopper. He's gonna take one, but Roach is gonna get the second on the third shot. Not able to
Is
do
this
anything
global
as Scream gets the
Scream?
spam. So okay, Scream winning that gunfight was huge for them. As Lino's probably gonna go for the plant here. Actually gonna pick up the spike. Oof. But Defiance is in elbow. He picks up Vandal.
They
Now
heard
this
this
Vandal
though.
could come in huge if okay. That snake bite just stops anything. This stops every single possibility of him coming out of that elbow area. safely as Scrim jumping on top. Almost lost his balance there. He gets the kill and he's gonna go for a tactical crouch movement just to show New Order that his keyboard is in good condition. Uh, as I mean, New Order just completely just winning every gunfight here at Roach. Look at Roach here. I mean, Roach almost came up with a hero play, but New Order able to clutch it out.
Things are looking definitely bad for Union Gaming here. 5-1 already, but a lot more to be played for. We do have the operator coming back online for Deadshot. He is going to take through Hookah. He is going to get gravity pulled, but does not matter. He will get the kill on the front. That's the opener that they needed.
Okay. Okay, not expecting Deadshot to just tank that gravity well. Proms pushes out with the grenade out in his hand. That becomes his demise as Deadshot destroys him from that angle. But again, look at the position here from the Astra. She's on top of that truck, but Kuf is able to get the kill onto Scrim. It's down to 3v5 already.
A good round coming out for UG. All 5 players are alive, down to the last 3 on the side of Team New Order here. It's going to be Genshil, Lino, and Kapumba left in a 3v5. Can they close this out? But Union Gaming still does not know where the spike is. To be fair, meanwhile, we might see some action here. Lino
okay,
will
so
take a
this guy is going to be huge. He's not going to get shot off properly, but he's down to 5 HP.
Last player standing.
And with the trade on to Genshi Kapumba here. In a 1v4 situation, he has to try and clutch this out for New Order. If he does, this is going to be probably the match-winning round here for the side of New Order. If Kapumba is able to close this off, but with 13 seconds only in his side, I don't think that's the perfect possibility. As Deadshot is going to penetrate his body with that operator. That's going to be the second round for Union Gaming. Again, winning those initial gunfights against Chroms and against Scream are probably almost, I mean, they are definitely the win conditions for the side of Union Gaming.
Yeah, and I think that is mainly due to the fact that they have been the entries, right? I mean, obviously the 2 duelists, not the 2 duelists in this case. I mean, Scream is on the Sage, but you can call it a battle Sage, and let's go with duelist here. So the 2 duelists, Scrim and Chroms, they are the ones who enter. Even though we do see players like Genshi top in the kill chart here and there, they are not the ones who get those initial kills. They are the ones who come in and get the clean things up after you have the good score. Meanwhile, Chroms finds Benji. Chroms finds Deadshot as well with the Spectre.
Completely flanked. Just completely flanked from the backside as Chroms just pushes in, using the sashes to get into sight. And Union Gaming giving up Hookah at the start of the round, not really working in their favor because New Order is not shy to take control of Hookah aggressively, and they use bombs and fields to get into sight. And I mean, at that point, Deadshot and the player in the back of B, they had no chance whatsoever to try and hold that push as they are coming in. This is why Hookah is such a huge place in Bind. I mean, having control of that is almost a victory guarantee. I mean, it's almost round guaranteeing map control areas, but as Roach is stuck here in elbow, waiting for Roach gets one sword, gets another, but Scrim with the quick flick, and Lino with the final kill onto Soul River. That's gonna be the 6th round for New Order. They are not, they're like, you know what, we might lose 1 round, but we are going to make sure they know we won the round, and they do that extremely well. As again, Showstopper charged up on Chroms and Cosmic Divide on the Astra of Kapumba as well. That's a nice shot. Oh my god, Scream, what was that? So we were not able to clutch
operator is absolutely deadly. I'm insane on the operator. That's all that can be said. But we are going to be seeing another air hit coming out from the side of New Order, satcheling in, but he's going to get gravity pulled.
Chroms. The gravity pull completely ruining his satchel movement there, but he's down to 35 HP as well. Fear does have the Viper's Pit. Deadshot going for an updraft, gets the kill onto Genshi with the blades. Gonna go for the spam to the smoke. Though he's able to get the kill onto Scrim.
And now the
And they're
teleport
gonna use
out
TP,
from
gonna
the
get
side.
into B side. I mean, it's only the Sky here, Benchy. Benchy's gonna get spotted, but the spam not working out in his favor. Gonna opt to play back and play for the retake alongside his team. Crumbs. He's going to play. He's actually going to walk into the Nebula. He's going to be the first to come in, but the Nebula is going to disappear anytime soon. And Benchy takes down Crumbs. Ekapumba is gonna get one, gonna get two, gonna get three. What?
Four.
He
finds four.
gets one, gets oh my god!
He almost aced that single.
Ekapumba with four.
What?
That was not safe.
There is no way.
What was that on the Astra? I would have had a heart attack had he won that 1v5. I mean, he was very close as well. I mean, all he needed was that final flick onto Soul River to be on his head. It's so unfortunate that that was the case. But oh my god, what is this Ekapumba? Look at this Anto! And it's just so painful. Man takes 4 kills. I mean, he was at 1 kill. That was 4 kills. Actually pushed him down, pushed him up to 5 kills in the game. But oh my god, that was just too
coming
close
out now this time.
for Union again.
The Viper boy is on a lurk, but Lino will get taken down by Defiance. They are at Showers, but the push is going to be towards B side here. The Astral Divide is going to be used to stop the push coming in. This is the defensive Astral Divide use. Are going to be able to get the Alta, but are they going to take
the ultimate orb?
And they are going to be going out of.
And they actually do take the teleport. Now the thing with the thing with the Cosmic Divide is you can't hear the teleport, right? The sounds are muffled, so it's only if you are very close to Cosmic Divide could you hear the teleport. But Soul River is very aware of it. The gravity well in the middle of side. Soul River actually gets a very scuffed way though. Resurrection comes on to Lino. They are going to, I mean, escape this one-way setup here by the Viper. This one-way outside Showers is just so strong.
I have this fight.
But look at this. This is completely puts off any possibility for them to get into sight without having that. Becoming vulnerable to the free pushes. Yes, Defiance gets 3 on that little corner. Roach is able to get 1, but I mean, Scream stuck in a 1v4, and he's gonna try and fall back. Roach.
They are running out of time. They are
save
looking
this
to save.
Vandal. Yeah, they are going to try and save this Vandal here. Roach gonna go for the spam Scream. Throws out the ice orb as Benchy. Scream expecting a play coming from spawn. Actually takes down the play coming spawn, but trying to escape out of the clutches of Benchy. But Benchy is there with the kill as the 4th round go for the side of Union Gaming. They are up 4. They need 2 more rounds to equalize this half. I mean, equalizing this half, especially against a team like New Order, who love being aggressive, who love being on the attack. That would be huge for them if they're able to close out 6-6. But I mean, New Order, I mean, you can't count them out even though they are on a save, because all they need is like four pistols and 1 sheriff, and they will close out the round on you. This is going to be a save here. I mean, it's actually a very weird buy for the side of New Order. They have 5 Spectres going into this round. The Viper speed is available. Okay.
They'll get traded by the Viper.
Invested here by the Viper, actually. I mean, you want the Viper invested as expected. He's gonna try and hold this out here. You know, gonna throw the snake bite out premeditatively. Okay, Scream is gonna get the pick out to Benji. And the second snake bite used up as well. Now Lino, he has to try and win these gunfights because I mean, Soul River is gonna walk into his costume, and that's gonna be a team ace for the side of New Order. This is why I said you can't count them out, although they might be inspectors, because New Order, they are fearless and they will win out these rounds.
Yeah, and now going into the last round before the half. Can Union make it? Union Gaming make it a 7-5 here. I think if they can make it a 7-5, they are going to be comfortable, but they don't have the eco to do it. I mean, everyone's on such a weird buy here. We have Bulldogs, we have Vandals, we have Sheriffs, we have Frenzies. Like, what is this buy even coming out from UC? We have no choice because the eco is in shambles. Meanwhile, we do see Deadshot dashing through
Oh
B long here. Will get immediately shut down by Genshi.
oh
And
oh.
this is going to be B side being left vulnerable here. We do have Benji there. Will get
Benji,
tagged down. The
Benji,
shot that
Benji,
is going to
Benji,
be in
Benji's gonna. Oh my God,
point.
he's out of 2 HP. Okay, the showstopper by Roach doesn't really get anything, and Ekapumba is gonna get the kill onto Roach with that. As okay, so Reverse is gonna push out also with a Viper Spit, try and do something. I mean, Cook with the Viper Spit invested up in a shot, cannot do anything as Lino is going to diff his opponent, is opposing Viper, and that's gonna be 8 rounds for the side of New Order on the attack here. I mean, nothing that they would be truly happy with, because I mean they did have the potential, especially on how they attack, to go for at least a 9-3 half. But I mean, Union Gaming, they have to try and build up. They have to try and hit hard and fast onto the side of New Order.
And they are able to do that. I mean, they do have that double duelist composition, the same composition that New Order used to run on Bind. They have that same composition with Deadshot on the Jet and Roach on the Raze. But the problem is whether they do have the same coordination that Crumbs and Scrim has together to pull it off is going to be the question here. But it looks like it is going to be a hit towards B side here from the side of Union Gaming. They are looking for hookah control here. Two players stacked up at hookah here. It's going to be Soul River and Roach try to go in. Pain shells in hand, trying to clear the angle, but it is still going to be Kapumba still held up at hookah, holding this down with Genshi picking through as well. They are
Lino.
having the angles covered here. Both are going to peek at the same time. The headshot coming out from Genshi. Genshi with another, cleaning things up. What a start for New Order on this pistol round here. Deadshot in the meantime holding down sight, and he will take out Genshi though. Genshi is
Genshi.
good for another kill.
Genshi's just
Deadshot though.
winning every
Deadshot
gunfight.
holding things down. Takes out 2, takes out 3. Deadshot single-handedly trying to win this round for Union Gaming. Can he do more here? Scream has come through from hookah. He is quite healthy. But Deadshot low on HP, down to 25 HP if I'm not mistaken. It is going to be a Defiance
Weapon
and
here.
Deadshot left in a 2v2. The spike will finally go down. Deadshot on 22 HP. He is going to be moving under hookah.
Careful.
Scrim, does he have any idea that this is happening? He does get spotted here.
For you. Careful.
Deadshot looking for
He's
that
gonna get the
kill.
heal off onto his.
Enemy
They are going to
remaining.
jump on him. Scrim has the idea.
Bringing this
He
fight
will
against
take out
Deadshot. They
Deadshot.
spot him. He takes the kill.
Last
Scream.
player standing.
Oh, Defiance will find the kill. No way.
Ah,
Kapumba.
shots. It's down for 1v1.
Kapumba will clean it out and get the defuse off. It's
Kapumba,
making it a
Ekapumba clutching
9-4
it
now
out
in
as
favor of
usual.
New Order.
Ekapumba, the trusty. I mean, Ekapumba does have the trusted on his shoulders. This is the man you turn to on the New Order for any clutch. Him and Genshi are probably the most, what can I say, the most trustworthy players on their side. But oh my God, Genshi with 3 on hookah, just coming up huge for him.
Yeah.
But oh my God, the jump, right click, love over hate.
And Deadshot though,
And,
I mean, Deadshot single-handedly tried to bring that round back. He got 3 left in a tough situation, and Scrim having that number looking under hookah there. He knew, or rather, he cleared all his angles. Very disciplined gameplay coming out from him. Check that angle. I don't think he was I don't think anyone would have expected, but Scrim obviously checking the angle. But now it looks like they are going into a hit towards a default by the looks of it. But Shrimp meanwhile takes out Deadshot. Genshi will find Benji as well. Already things are looking bad. This might be double digits coming out for New Order here. They are left in a 3v5. Make that a 2v5 of a 1v5 now.
What are you doing on the
Defiance
sage,
with a
man?
shell.
You're a sage. You're a sage. Stay back, play back. You don't are supposed to take the initial fights. But that's what he is doing as Scream is just aggressive. He's actually going to pick up the orb that actually puts him down to 1 charge away from the resurrection. Kuf though. Defiance here with the sheriff. He's not going to pick up the spike. He's actually going to try and challenge someone up here. Genshi with the jump pick. Doesn't spot anyone. Actually
Sheriff.
spots him.
Oh
This.
my. Oh,
Oh,
no way.
okay.
No way he hits that.
Okay. I mean, Defiance did hear the sounds of the player
10
jumping up
seconds
and
left.
down.
But then
Right
still,
close
man.
into hookah, but like, okay. Yeah, that is not fun. Okay, scream, scream, scream. Take your gun out.
Disgusting.
Scream, take your gun out, scream. I'm actually just gonna let Kuf live. Yeah, they are. Scream is actually gonna just run him down. What is going on? New Order, they are just having way too much fun at this game. And that's not a good sign for Union Gaming. I mean, if we know how, if New Order, if they start having fun, if they start, doing all these weird plays, I mean,
Enemy remaining.
it's just
Just
showing
play
that they're
control from
just so
Scrim.
confident to do anything whatsoever. I mean, look at Scrim here.
This shot. Defiance with that shot.
This shot,
Insane.
though.
Insane sheriff shot. He's one of the best players in the country. But meanwhile, as I say, that Lino is gonna take him down. He's gonna put him down, and that already puts them at a disadvantage. Meanwhile, Genshi will pick up dead shot as well. Crowns picks up Roche. Soul River does have the trade though, but still, it's a 2v5 horrible situation for Union Gaming to be on here. They have bought up as well. And if they lose another buy round, this might actually be game if they lose this round. So they need to pull something off. Soul River and Benji needs to pull off a miracle here. The spam comes through from Soul River. He's going to get pushed by Scrim, waiting for the win out, pushing him down. Benji will fight Genshi though. In a 1v3, definitely able to clutch this, but no, Scrim is like, you ain't gonna do anything, putting him down, and it's 11-4 going into the 16th round here.
Hookah is under lockdown. Hookah is not open for business in the defense half of New Order. That's exactly what Scream is saying there. Like, you can't come Hookah while I am alive. And I mean, he has 18 kills and 9 deaths. And he goes for the operator on the stage. And he's going to pick B long. I mean, it's just so mad. He has Proms and Lino. I mean, I like this aggressive push here, throwing out the snake bite to stop counter push from the side of Union Gaming, as they're just gonna walk in and into a shot, take that control. Not able to take a pick this time around though. Okay, Genshi has pushed up all the way in market. Operator in heaven here.
Something happen here. Kapumba will take out Roche. They are looking for more. Benji is good for one, but the trades are happening. Krobs takes out 2. And Defiance with the kill onto Lino, making it, as I say that, Defiance will take out Scrim, bringing it down to a 1v2, but the spike is outside of Hookah.
It's inside Hookah. It's inside teleporter. It's inside the teleporter, right?
Oh no. Yeah, it is inside the teleport.
It's right outside teleporter, but I mean, get the kill onto Croms. Gonna throw the snake poison cloud, but I mean, that doesn't make the same sound as him entering in there.
30 seconds left.
He has to play this safe. He knows he has to play this safe. He's actually just gonna wait inside and let Defiance plant and try and challenge him off of that. I mean, he does have the Hunter's Fury to stop an aggressive plant. Yeah, and I mean, Defiance has the Viper's pick as well, but he
needs to go for this plant.
This jump down is hurt here by Genshi. Genshi doesn't. But he's gonna go for spam.
Spike planted.
Shock dart is huge.
Oh, he gets the plant.
Okay, but the recon dart is huge. But he throws us out.
Take flight.
The owl drone as well. Everything's invested here by Genshi to try and flush out this 1v1.
He's looking for the information to get a.
Well, he's gonna get spotted here.
He was looking for the tag to pull out the Hunter's Fury. He's not going to be able to do it. Defiance. No, he's not going to be able to do it.
Spam. I mean,
Genshi will
well
take
played there by
him
Genshi. I mean, instead of Genshi, instead of try peeking there with the gun, he used a lot of his utility to do a lot of reconning and to make sure that the 1v1 was won by him. Little bit of a shock dart into spawn there first. I mean,
Match
Okay,
point.
as
Showing
it's
dominance
going to be
right
a
now.
match
New
point
order.
showing dominance.
We might have a
And
new
Crumbs.
champion being crowned for Logitech right here and right now. It is a buy round coming out, or rather a weird buy coming out from the side of UG. Deadshot and Soldier both do not have the money, but Deadshot has the Blade Storm up. Can he close this out with this Blade Storm? Can he pull something off? Defiance has been the man carrying the team for now. Roach hasn't been able to pop off on that raise. But now, in the meantime, Hunter's Fury is going to get invested and
Oh,
Scrim puts
Scream!
Deadshot down. Sit down, boy. You're not entering this side while I'm alive. And
You fought well.
meanwhile, Scrim takes out another. That's
Scream
Defiance
with a
going down
circle!
as well. This
Oh no,
might
all three
be
other players
all
outside
over.
Rooftop. And
Jake
Crumbs has
will
two
take out
stopper.
Soldier.
Roach is not
But
able to get the spam down, gets one. Oh no, as the showstopper takes down Roach. Crumbs is there, he's going into Buka, he's just running in with the shorty. And the
Defenders
shorty
win.
kill to close it
This is
out.
wreckage.
That's gonna be New Order taking on the mantle of the best team in the country, out Union Gaming. What that on bind.
what a
Oh my
game. I mean, we
god.
predicted this. Union Gaming had to win Ascent to force a game three, and losing out on Ascent just not working out for them. But New Order, ladies and gentlemen, Scrim, Lino, Vision, Kapumba, Chroms, and Dopey is your new champions. WG New Order takes out the defending champs from the Logitech Play to Win series. Union Gaming 2 in a 2-0 fashion, and that was such a dominant game. Number two, bind is our map. You ain't stepping on it. I feel like New Order does not lose on bind and split. I don't think you can give these two maps to these guys and expect to win. I think you give it to them in a BO3, but you need to make sure that you win the other two maps. And we spoke about this. We said that Union Gaming, if they take out New Order on Ascent, it will go for game three for sure. But if they don't win Ascent, it is going to be a quick 2-0 coming out from a New Order. And as predicted, New Order does not disappoint. They changed up strategies, does not matter. Scream, whether he's on Jet, whether he's on a Sage, this man is a duelist by nature. Battle Sage coming out, 20 frags in a 13-4 game, and he got two first bloods in that. But the highlight, I feel like, yes, Scrim did pop off on defense, but the highlight reel will capture so many of Croms's entry into sight
Yeah.
with those satchel plays. The amount of times that he bamboozled Roach on his entries are absolutely insane. And Roach was holding down A side majority of the time, and this is Croms just outplaying everyone with his race. And this is why I said that I feel like Union Gaming had to play to their strengths. They had to play their comfort agents on their three main players. It had to be Defiance, had to be Benji, and had to be Roach playing on their comfort picks. But they were not doing. I'm not saying that they cannot play a race. Obviously, these players are such high skill players. They can probably pull out any
I
agent
mean,
that they want and pull it off. But you always have that comfort agent that you want to play. You have that comfort zone that you like to be in. And Roach likes playing Reina. I mean, we know that he's the best Reina in the country. You need to give that man the Reina. Might not be the best pick on bind, does not matter. You're up against a team who is so strong on bind. You want to be playing in your comfort zone. And since he was not playing in his comfort zone, we didn't see anything from Roach during this game. He had 9 frags. When have you seen Roach only getting 9 kills in a game? This is what happens when you don't play to your comfort. But having said that, I mean, definitely a massive performance. They are a new roster. They pulled this together for this tournament. They have been shuffling roster. They're trying to find their comfort zone, but they still made it to the grand final. That's saying a lot about Union Gaming on and how strong they are. But New Order, I mean, such an insane performance. Only dropping that game, one game against Revolutionary Gamers throughout the entire tournament. They made their way through Division B undefeated into Division A, goes into the semifinals undefeated. RG, the only team to take a game against them, and that also went to OT on Icebox. But regardless, a huge shout out to New Order for the performance that they have been having this year. And now we had the head-to-head. It is Defiance versus Scrim. Scrim, the battle sage, a 3.2 KD 20 kills in the bag. This man
Oh
is
my god.
absolutely legendary. You
3.2.
I feel like majority of the reason is they kept on contesting this man at this side, and especially at
Hmm.
hookah, you do not get through him. He kept on shutting everyone that came up into his face. I don't think he might have had one or two deaths maximum during defense,
Hmm.
maybe just
Hmm.
one during defense. I feel like
Hmm.
absolutely insane performance coming out from Scrim to carry his team to victory in that game number two. But with that might, what a tournament it has been. A massive, massive shout out to Logitech. I mean, these guys are doing so much for the Valorant community. I know all the players are absolutely thankful for this. We know that every time that Logitech comes out with a Valorant tournament, we will have so many teams participating. Every quarterly tournament, we have had more than 75 teams taking part. Next time is not going to be any different, but we do have a new champion in the house. Who is going to take them down the next time? We will have to wait and see. But thank you so much for joining us, guys. Everyone at home who has been supporting their teams, supporting the stream, supporting Valorant in the country. The community is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining with us. And thank you, Mike, for joining with me for the finals. And thank you so much to the production team who has been doing an absolutely insane job. We did not miss a skill. We had the replays, we had the drone shots, we had everything going for the grand final. So a massive shout out to them as well as Gamer.LK. And with that, we will be bidding you guys farewell until we see you all again with the next quarterly tournament from Logitech. It is adios, guys. See you guys next time. Hope you guys have a lovely year ahead. See you guys.
Is this the best? Out of charge. Not in sight. We're done here. Concealment! Concealment!
Terminated. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Careful.
Down. Deploying drone.
And the
One enemy remaining. One down. One enemy remaining.
satchel out. I'm still out of charge. Go get it. Satchel out. Satchel out. Loosen up. Fire in the hole! Oh, obliterated!
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Shot down.
Last player standing.
Blocking vision. Remove.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Your tactics fail. You fought well. Always.
Defenders win.